Hey, what's going on, guys? Bflattened here with a brand new video today. Today we're going to be talking about the Drohr Ragzlin fight, the Goblin, Hobgoblin. The first thing you want to do when you go take on Drohr Ragzlin is talk to the spiders just behind Priestess Gut. There'll be a large cage that is there. Unlock the cage with a DC 10, use a potion of animal speak, and then you're going to get this dialogue. You should eat a goblin instead. They are delicious. We passed the check.
Delicious. I do not know.
They don't know what goblin tastes like. So what they're going to do is they're going to charge into Drohr Ragzlin's building, his room in the very, very back. And you can get them to attack Drohr Ragzlin and help you out. Now, there's a couple of things that can make Drohr Ragzlin fight a little bit easier. We'll just wait for the spiders to catch up. Let's talk to the spider. Now, there's a couple of goblins in this room over here. And then the Drohr Ragzlin fight is over here. Before you fight Drohr Ragzlin, the easiest way to take him out is by using a certain spell on Shadowheart. He has a spell called Command. You can choose a creature to flee, move closer, freeze, or drop the weapon to the ground. What you want to do is you want to get double actions on Shadowheart, either by using haste on your sorcerer, if you're following along with my sorcerer, or you can use a potion of speed to be able to get double actions to be able to cast that command twice.
I have something to ask.
Once Drohr Ragzlin loses the hammer that he has, he becomes quite the pushover. I haven't got the dialogue with him yet, but he has a legendary action where a giant circle will surround him, and it inspires all of his allies that are inside that circle. So, you want to make sure that you drop his hammer, because his hammer is going to be pretty much the end of you. You can also use Lump's Warhorn that's in here if you didn't use Lump's Warhorn at Nair's fight. It is a little bit awkward to get the ogres in here. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go all the way to the back side of this room to be able to summon them, and they will show up at the front door, and they'll be able to show up a little bit easier because this giant hole kind of screws them over. I don't have the dialogue with Drohr Ragzlin yet, but I will show you guys what happens when the first couple of turns happens after I get this dialogue through. All right, so now we have the fight begun. What you can do, actually, if you don't want to go through that dialogue sequence, you can actually just attack Drohr Ragzlin straight up, and you'll be able to get a surprise round on him, which is actually quite the advantage against him. I didn't do that. I went through the dialogue, but taking out these ads are actually super useful. For some reason, the spider's not joining me. I thought the spider would. But again, being able to use Shadowheart's command to make Drohr Ragzlin drop that weapon, super duper handy. So let's go ahead and do a first couple of turns, and I'll show you what this looks like. There are some booyogs in here as well. Be careful of the booyogs because they can cast Hold Person, and Hold Person can definitely screw you over. There is a really rare action that some of these goblins can use as well. They can throw void bulbs, and that will pull everything into the surrounding area into one little circle, which can put you out of position and out of place for Drohr Ragzlin to hit you. Those are all the hidden stuff that can happen. So he does have that legendary action, Devoted Galvanism. He can galvanize his minions within 5 meters once per turn when an enemy targets one of his allies. So you could just straight up go straight for Drohr Ragzlin to be able to avoid that. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to Twin Spell. And we're going to cast Haste on myself. And we're also going to cast it on Shadowheart. So now the main character gets an extra action. Shadowheart gets an extra action. And we both get +2 AC as long as that goes through. Now, it looks like he ended up casting that still. I'm not sure why. But I guess I didn't go through because he doesn't have the circle around him yet. So I imagine he will on his turn. Now that we have our extra action, let's go ahead and just toss a Scorching Ray at him at the 3rd spell, so we get 4 hits on him. We'll Luck of the Far Realms for more damage off that crit, and that's about 30 hit points off him in 1 attack. Let's send the main character back here so that we can hold the haste concentration, and we are already set and good to go. Now we'll just have Astarion clear some of these ads. Let's do a topple. And he's dead. Let's hit Narvas. He gets punched. Punch him again. Oh, he voids that. Okay. Now they get a couple of turns here. Let's deflect missiles. We take 0 damage. Throw that right back at him. There's 5 damage there. Not too shabby. The Booyog is what I'm scared of, though. He might cast Hold Person. Oh, okay, he's gonna hit the drum. That's just gonna spawn more ads. It's not gonna be too bad. Our main concern is Drohr Ragzlin, obviously. If we end up getting the command drop right away, we can actually use Glyph of Warding to hit multiple enemies. Looks like we are gonna have to fight a bunch of enemies, though. Oh, the spiders are actually coming in to attack these guys. How neat. The spiders have joined us. Let's go ahead and do that command. We want to do command drop to get rid of that axe. 55% chance to hit. Let's try it. And we got lucky. He drops his weapon. He's just going to punch us now. So because of that, we can do Glyph of Warding. And I kind of like fire damage. We can try to hit 3 of them right here for some good damage. Big nuke. 26, 28, 12. 2 of them die. And I think we're going to move Shadowheart back and cast Shield of Faith on Fireball, the main character. So now we have a 23 AC. And we have good saving throws as well, because we have lightning charges active on the main character. That character's not getting hit. At least that's the goal. Looks like they ended up casting an explosion on the ground. That's the only way that they really could hit them. X Constitution, that's kind of annoying. That's okay. Drohr Ragzlin gets a turn after Lae'zel. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to do Singing Sword. Singing Sword for Sing. Now all allies within the circle get a higher chance to hit. A little bit of Bard things, and there's 6 damage on you. Alright, let's see what Drohr Ragzlin does. He picks up his weapon. That's an action, which is great. If you end up having command to be able to extend the command turns, or if you can just nuke him off right away, he won't have to do that. However, if you do command and he drops his weapon and he picks it up again, which he most likely will, he's spending an action to pick that up and equip it, so he's not hitting you, which is going to be quite the advantage for you. Singing Circle helps us there. We kill that guy off. Now let's go and punch this guy. And he's dead. And now we have our spiders to help us. They're attacking all of their allies over there. Thank you, spiders. Now I have 2 turns on the main character because I have haste. So we're going to move the main character in here so we have a higher chance to hit. And we don't have lightning charges, so we will magic missile to ramp our lightning charges up. Now we have lightning charges again, so let's go ahead and Scorching Ray him. He might even just die here. Close. But because we stacked up enough Reverberation on him, we end up using our Reverberation special ability to knock him prone. So that's going to cause another action to cut his movement even further. So he's pretty much not only controlled, but he's also pretty much dead. Pretty easy fight if you have the right actions going for you. If you decided to use the other team that I started off with, that also works pretty well. You would just end up using things like Frighten with your Bard, and you would also use Command on Shadowheart as well. But we don't really need Command anymore, because he's going to die here. Nice and easy. And that's how you defeat Drohr Ragzlin in Honor Mode, the easiest method possible. I will see you guys in the next one. My name is Bflattened. I'm signing on out of here. Take care all. Laters.